In 1983, a new club opened in Chicago, the Music Box. Its DJ Ron Hardy had an intensity that took clubbing to a whole new dimension.
This was Ron's club. This was definitely and nobody else's. It was owned and ran by Robert Williams, but it was Ron Hardy's club.
He would never, ever not be there. You know, the kids would not even come if he wasn't there. Ron had people just, I don't know, losing their minds down there.
You would hear this music. I mean, you didn't have to be this close. I mean, as soon as you turn the corner, you just hear this thumping, beating music.
It was the loudest music I'd ever heard in my life. I mean, it physically shook me. I'm not talking about like emotionally, I'm talking about physically. It was so loud that it would move me it would move me when they bring in the bass, boom, boom, boom. I would shake, right, like that.
Ronnie would keep you going and keep you going. That's why they call him Heart Attack Hardy. He would keep you going and going and going until you like just actually have a heart attack.
And then all I know is the people were screaming Ron Hardy's name. Ron Hardy, pump that Ron Hardy, doing all this. And I was like, oh, nobody screamed like that for me before.
There will never be another place like that where Ron Hardy was doing what he was doing. I mean, this man, it was like voodoo with dance music, you know? If I had to think about it today, or if I was thinking about it when I was playing records every time, I wouldn't play. I would stop, because I'd look at these people, I'd look at these clubs, I'd say, this is bullshit, and I would just leave. That's why I can't think about it, because there's no comparison. It just makes everything else shit.
We're a long way from home. Welcome to the Pleasure Dome. On our way home.
He opened every night with Welcome to the Pleasure Dome.
Long way from home. Welcome to the Pleasure
Dome. He played real fast. That's because he was high on heroin and things were kind of sounding slow to him, you know. So he speeded it up. And in doing so, he speeded the party up.
All type of drugs went around there.
Yeah, I mean, acid was big, MDA was big, MDA, which is a precursor of ecstasy. You know, and MDA and stuff like that, you just mixed it in a cocktail and gulped it down.
Right, or eat it, or licked it.
Yeah, well, licking it was a hard way to take that shit, boy. Oh my God, I mean, that's just like straight into your system, you know, and it tasted terrible.
Going home, a lover's home. Long way from home. Welcome to the Pleasure Dome.
We were kind of into this punk out era. And playing music like some of the Blondie tunes and the B-52s.
Rock Lobster. And when they did the part where it said down, 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 everybody went down on the ground.
We'd come out of craft work and go in, One Nation Under a Groove.
So it was like a really weird time for music because you had all these black kids dancing to punk music.
Basically, when we were doing the punk out age, it was basically you would take a woman, you would bend her over, and you were just there, just basically grinding on her ass, dancing. This was punking out. And that kind of, then when jacking came about, it just kind of carried over from that.
Jacking, first became aware of jacking at the Music Box.
It was just part of the language, part of the culture. Just people say, I'm going to go down to the box, I'm going to jack my body.
It would be like maybe one girl, and it would be 7 guys dance with one girl, and she'll be in the middle, and they would be in a circle around her, and they would jack, which was like she might be bent over or something, they would be standing behind her.
Guys jacking women, guys jacking guys, girls jacking girls.
Jacking with this fucking speaker was always a hometown favorite.
Or the wall.
Or the wall, whatever was handy.
If you were lucky enough to have a person with you, then yeah, you're jacking to that person. But if you didn't, you find a pole, you find a wall, it fills a doorway. You just get on the door and you just jack in your body. all night long.
And it was also really kind of contagious. You know, once you would start in one part of the dance floor, before you knew it,
You on the other
everybody
end
was
of the dance
engaged
floor.
in this
Oh,
sexual
yeah.
pantomime.
I've even heard some stories about more than just the jacking going on behind the speakers.
And I mean, you could do all sorts of freak shit on the floor. You know, I mean, no shit. You could be grabbing girls' breasts. You could be putting your finger in certain places. You know, I mean, on the
TV,
floor.
watch yourself.
Yeah. This TV, right? Sorry.
In the music box, they were having sex. Yeah.
You could do all sorts of unspeakable things on the dance floor, but that was on the dance floor. That was like its own world.
Once the lights
its own
came on and
community.
the party was over with.
Yeah, then you were going home.
This place is probably responsible for some children.
Everybody that I took there, it changed their lives. Everybody, it did. It inspired everybody I know.